Now we begin with the 10th Assembly. It was really a teary moment for the Chief Whip of the outgoing 9th Senate, Senator Ojuzo Kalu, as he lamented that Nigeria has not been fair to him despite his contribution to nation building. Kalu, who shed tears during the Senate valedictory session held on Saturday at the National Assembly in Abuja, said people he gave transport fare to travel to Lagos are now living in wealth while calling him a thief. Correspondent Nabuchi Nabuchi sent in this report. It was a solemn episode of the Senate plenary as members thronged the makeshift chambers to express their experiences in the Senate. Although some of them are returning to the 10th Senate, yet they have already started missing the 9th sessions where they made difficult decisions and interacted with one another. The Chief Whip's outburst on his perceived ill treatment by the country was, however, the high point of the occasion. He thanked his colleagues for standing by him during his difficult times, but regretted that Nigeria has not been fair to him in spite of all his efforts for a better Nigeria.
Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison, no treason, they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brother Skipper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party.
The valedictory was also important to the Vice President Kashim Shettima and the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, who were present to have the last session with their colleagues. For them, it was a time to say goodbye to the 9th Senate, but another to reflect on the task ahead. Thinking about a better way of moving the country forward, they encouraged legislators-elect to put their personal interest behind, to consider first the interest of the country when their 10th Assembly is convoked on Tuesday.
We bid farewell to this chapter. Let us remember that our journey has just begun. For some of us, new paths beckon, and the mantle of leadership passes into fresh hands. To those who will continue this noble calling, I extend my sincerest congratulations and heartfelt wishes. Cherish this honor bestowed upon you, for it is a sacred trust, and let the spirit of collaboration guide your every step.
And we need to give so much to this nation. This new administration beckons hope for this nation. And anyone who doesn't have hope, you can't really move ahead. This new administration beckons that, and we have to make the necessary sacrifice, which starts with the new 10th Assembly. For me, as a woman of faith, I believe is double grace. Number 10 will give us double grace, and God will sustain us.
The plenary was full of goodwill messages which record activities of the last 4 legislative years. Other senators, however, eulogized the Senate for the numerous bills passed in their time, while hoping that the 10th Assembly will do more.
I am satisfied in my conscience that despite the emergence of unique challenges during the life of this 9th Senate, including a global pandemic, we have nonetheless played our role creditably as partners in progress with the executive and judicial arms of government. Working calmly with patriotic zeal and sincerity of purpose as statesmen and women, we proactively returned our national budgeting to January to December budget cycle and defied all odds to enact major groundbreaking legislations, including, Mr. President, the Deep Offshore and Inland Basin Production Sharing Contract Amendment 2019, to give legal effect to fiscal incentives received by companies operating in Nigeria's deep offshore and inland basin under the production sharing contracts.
And the real problem that we are going to face is the question of reiteration, the turnover. Many of our people are not coming back because 25% only will come back to the Senate. And this means quite a lot has to be done by NILS to train our people so as to make sure that we have, or we do reinvent legislature for effective national development.
The session consequently brought the 9th Senate to the end on Saturday, June 10, 2023, in anticipation to the convocation of the 10th Senate scheduled for June 13, 2023.